What if I told you the more you focused on hitting the ball, the worse your iron strike would get? It sounds backwards, but it's the real reason you're not controlling your low point. And here's what I mean. Golfers who shoot regularly in the 70s, they've nailed low point control. In the 80s, that window gets a little wider. The 90s, it's wider still. Golfers who are trying to break 100, the low point can be anywhere. So the better you can control your low point, the better you can control your contact, and the better your scores will become. And that's exactly what we're going to look at today in a move that I call the buckle shift. So when your focus is on hitting the ball, that's exactly the problem. Your brain automatically shifts the perfect low point back to the ball. And that's why you could end up hitting behind it or topping it if you try and help it up. So instead of thinking about hitting the ball, I want you to focus on controlling your swing's low point, because that's what really matters. For a pure iron strike, that low point needs to be just after the ball. And the move that makes it automatic is this buckle shift. And let me show you how that works. As I swing back, my belt buckle moves slightly to the right as I load into this right side. And the distance between this line and my body increases. As my club reaches the top, the first move is to cover that gap. And this already starts shifting the buckle back towards the target. Now, golfers who focus too much on hitting the ball often miss this move or do it way too late. And that's when the old habits kick in. Their top half of the body takes over, or the buckle and the sternum stay back, and your low point ends up behind the ball.
The trick is timing.
The reset and cover that gap early so the buckle can keep moving forwards. And the perfect combination is the buckle forward to the line and the sternum slightly behind. This shallows the club and sets your low point just after the ball. So the simple version is buckle to the line first. Everything else, the hands, the club, will all follow automatically. Okay, so now we've talked about the buckle shift, let's put it into practice. So I've got 3 balls here. The first shot, I'm just going to feel my buckle is resetting as the club starts to come down. The second one, I'm going to feel it starting to continue to turn. And the third one, I'm really going to get it moving forward all the way to the end of my swing. And this is how I'm going to build it up. At no time am I going to think about the ball. The contact, whatever happens, there's no thought on hitting the ball. All my focus is here on the buckle. We've taken it away from hitting the ball and we've moved it to here. So here is just the slight reset from the top of the swing. And that was better. It was maybe a little bit heavy, but I got the feeling this was moving in the right direction. So now I'm going to add a little bit more to that. I'm going to reset it from the top of the swing and then keep it moving further left. And again, better still, I could feel that low point moving further forwards. So now let's go all the way through the drill and take this right to the end of the swing. So full commitment, and again, no thought on hitting the ball. And there we go. That's probably the best shot of the 3, which I'd expect it to be. So very much, we don't need to think about hitting the ball. Let's focus on the buckle and how that's moving in this forward swing. And that's what's going to move your low point further forward, and that's what's going to give you these nice, clean, crisp strikes. All right, so we've talked about what we want to feel with the buckle, and we've seen it in real swings. But now let's take it to a drill. And 2 simple ones that first build feel, and second that gives you instant feedback. So first up is the impact preset drill. So take your normal setup and preset your impact position. So we can move the belt buckle forward towards the leg line, the weight moves forward and the shaft's leaning ahead, and hold it for a second. That's your model of impact. Now make some half swings, just trying to return to that same position. And there's a bonus tip. As your buckle shifts left, it actually dips down before it actually builds back up onto that lead leg iron. So slowing it down here really helps you feel this subtle move. But remember, there is zero thoughts about hitting the ball. Now do this a few times before you hit your shot. It's all about presetting this impact position and then trying to return to it in your practice swing. This is the feeling that we want to start to get. And again, at no time you're thinking about hitting the ball. You're just thinking about the preset position and just getting back to it as your buckle moves left from the top of the swing. Now, drill number 2 is a towel drill, and I'm sure you've seen it before. It's an old but a classic one. So place the towel just behind your ball, around 1 club head width. And your only focus is that your buckle shifts forwards, and if you get it right, you'll strike the ball first. If not, there's a chance you'll catch the towel, and it'll give you instant feedback. You'll know immediately if you've done it right or wrong. So dial in the pre-impact drill, place the towel behind, and then get your buckle moving towards your target. Remember the trap we started with, standing over the ball, thinking we just need to hit it solid. That single thought creates tension and all the wrong moves. And it's exactly what we've just got rid of. But here's the real test. It's one thing to feel it on the range, it's another thing to trust it out on the course. A couple of bad shots and your brain wants to go right back to the old habits. You tighten up, you stare at the ball, and the whole thing collapses. But if you trust this buckle shift, even under pressure, your low point will stay forwards and the strike will stick. So that's why we need these drills, to groove these movements and to train your brain so it shows up and it matters most. So remember, stop chasing the ball. The real key to pure iron strikes is controlling the low point, and this buckle shift is going to help you. Use the drills, trust the movement, and you'll finally start compressing the ball properly. Now I've put all of this, the drills, the key points, and the extra tips into your very own free practice plan PDF. And you can download it by joining the Community 360, and that's in the link below. Now thanks for watching, and until next time, go and strike those irons better.